So again, welcome to today's session. Today's session is the second training of the third cohort. And what we'll be discussing about today is preparation of launching your campaign, marketing your campaign as well. It's important to consider this as you continue to create your campaign and also after you launch your campaign. Marketing is the most important part because that's what's going to pull more people in towards contributing your campaign. Okay. So
Okay.
the checklist majorly is your campaign content ready and have you uploaded it on the platform? Number two, have you considered what marketing approach you will use to promote your campaign? And three, have you prepared the communication content that you will use when reaching out to networks? So if you're reaching out to people via WhatsApp, what messages have you created? If you're going to promote it on social media, what post content have you created? Okay. So the first thing I
Okay.
want to talk about is the campaign content. Now for you, Zodidi, you already created your campaign, but just a quick review of some of the questions we tell people to ask themselves to make sure that they've captured everything in your story. Okay.
All
You
right.
can imagine if someone is reviewing your campaign, number one, it could be people who already know your campaign, but you also have to consider that there are people who may not know who you are or what you do. So it's important to have very articulate information about your campaign, about you, your business, and why you created a campaign. So we normally share this template for people to ask themselves, which is quickly, who are you? What do you do? And what you do, it's your products and services. You have the option of adding images and expanding further on what exactly they are. It's important for you to make sure you tell people why you need their support. So, in short, explaining the reason as to why you launched your campaign. What goal are you hoping to achieve? Okay. It's a great opportunity for you to share some of the rewards you have. So, what's in it for them, and
Mm-hmm.
that just gives them a good snippet of some of the things they're able to receive as they continue to run their campaign. It's important to say what your goal is and to give a breakdown budget of how the money will be spent. So I don't know whether Zodidi you're able to kind of capture all of this in your campaign.
Yes,
Okay,
I was able to capture everything. Yes.
okay, that's great, awesome. So it's always important to give background on what you do and also explain to people how you plan to use the money. More people are willing to support you if they understand and know that you've already budgeted their funds accordingly. The next thing is the video. So with the video, we encourage a duration of 90 seconds to 3 minutes because people sometimes don't have time to maybe watch a very long video. So from our research, we've seen this is the most appropriate length of how the video should be for a crowdfunding campaign. And what you capture in the video is similar to what's in the story. Just answer those questions as a guide on what you need to say um, in your video. Another thing is simply using your phone is important. No, sorry, not important, but necessarily it's enough. You don't need a whole production team to create your video. Majority of people who create their campaign videos use their phones, and majority of individuals do create content using their phone. We're lucky to be in an age where we have good phones which create good quality videos. So it's you can simply create one with your phone. And you can use this video and share the link also to people as you continue to promote. So, in as much as you're reaching out to people via WhatsApp phone call, feel free to also share the video as well if you feel that people will respond better with a visual. Okay. The next thing is the rewards. The rewards are quite an important and powerful tool when it comes to crowdfunding because that's what pulls majority of the people in. The fact that people know that they're getting something out of their contribution is more reason for them to it kind of pulls them from thinking of wanting to contribute to wanting to contribute because they do get something out of it. So different businesses need to consider different rewards depending on what you do. Some people depending and also depending on the industry that you're in. Um you find that, let's say for example, if it's a musician who wants to launch an event, they can give early bird specials or early bird discounts on their tickets. Also as an entrepreneur, you can give discounts on your services. You can provide merchandise of your business, that's maybe branded t-shirts or hoodies or caps, and so on. So it's important for you to look at your crowd and ask yourselves, what would they be interested in? Because they can only purchase something they're interested in. So it's very important to view your crowd and see what rewards are appropriate for them. So, in case that was not considered, go back and ask yourself, if I was, if my friend had my business, would I purchase any of these rewards, as a good way to guide on whether your rewards are good enough or if you may consider to make adjustments. And also, just doing some research, you find that you can research other campaigns that are similar to yours, and it allows you to see whether you are on track on some of the rewards, or just to give you some good ideas on other rewards that you can consider. So next, we want to go into campaign communication. It's important to create templates just in case you find that you have a lot of people reaching out to you after the launch of your campaign, but it also becomes easier for you to communicate to people. So here are some of the reasons why it's important to create a template. It creates consistency of what you're communicating. If you create a template, you know that you're communicating the same thing to different people. And the idea of a template is that you don't send it as is, you can adjust it according to who you're reaching out to. How you would reach out to a client is different from how you would reach out to friend or family. So you just adjust the template accordingly. Templates are also efficient, they're time saving. It doesn't put you in a position where you have to start typing a whole text. You can copy the template and adjust it accordingly, so it does save you time. And also, like I said, templates provide customization where you can customize them according to who you're reaching out to. So when you're creating your templates, remember that you want something that will share consistent information, that will be efficient for you and allows customization as well. So I want to share some templates that I created to give you an example of how you can set up your communication. So this is a template I created for somebody who is yet to launch their campaign and they want to let people know in advance that they're launching their campaign. So you can go in by saying, "Hi Rose, exciting news. We are launching a crowdfunding campaign to take our business to the next level, and we want you to be a part of it. By supporting our campaign, you're investing in our future and helping bring our game-changing products to life. Look out for our campaign launch in a few days and don't miss out on our early supporter rewards. Thank you for your support." So this is an when you look at this message, this is an individual who's maybe in the process of launching a new product and they have decided to create a crowdfunding campaign to raise funds. And this is a good way to reach out to people to let them know that, number one, you're launching a campaign. Number two, they can get rewards out of their support. But number three, their support will create a big impact on your business as well. So this is just an example of a message, and you can consider this and make adjustments accordingly. I will be sharing this presentation with all of you so that you are able to reference and see what you can take out of these templates. So another template is a WhatsApp template. A lot of people communicate to individuals via WhatsApp. It could be either WhatsApp groups with other businesses or just WhatsApp to individual people. So here is an example of a template I created. And this is after a campaign goes live. So hi Rose, I hope you have been well. I'm excited to share with you my latest project, a crowdfunding campaign to support, and then you insert the name of the campaign. We are currently raising funds to bring this project to life, and I would love your support. You can check our campaign page here, so you insert the link, and choose from a variety of rewards available. Even if you can't contribute financially, sharing this campaign with your friends and family would mean the world to me. Thanks for your support, and let me know if you have any questions. So from here, a lot of things have been communicated. You've shared the name of your campaign. You've shared a link that one can reference to. Third, you've shared that there are rewards available. And second, you've also showed that people are not limited to just supporting, but also sharing their campaign to different individuals as well. And the final thing that you've also added is giving people the opportunity to ask more questions Sometimes people may not understand what crowdfunding is or what exactly you're doing. So it is important to engage with your crowd and allow them to ask questions for better understanding. Okay. The next template is a social media template. This is for people who find value in promoting on social media, have a good following, or alternatively want to push their rewards as a way of gaining support. So with social media, it depends on the type of business you are. For some businesses, they may have to be official. For some businesses, they can play around with the words and be a bit more friendly. So with this one, I'm leaning more towards a friendlier business, maybe in the arts industry or so on. So they go like, attention, everyone. We're thrilled to announce the launch of our crowdfunding campaign to support our business. So you put the name of the business. Our business has a vision too. Now you can insert your mission or values here, or just some of the goals you have for the business. And we are asking for your support to help us make it a reality. By contributing to our campaign, you'll not only be helping us grow our business, but you'll also have the chance to get some amazing rewards in return. You can check out our campaign page here to learn more about our story, our businesses, and the rewards we are offering. We'll be so grateful for your support and for sharing our campaign with your friends and family. Together, we can make our vision a reality. And then for social media, some hashtags do work depending on the type of business that you are. So feel free to include hashtags that are linked to your business just to bring in more attention as well. And also hashtags that are linked to your rewards as well, so you can pull people towards your reward. So this is an example of a social media template that we put on Facebook or Instagram or Twitter, depending on what social media platform you prefer to use. Now, you do have individuals who prefer emails. Emails tend to lean towards being a bit more professional, and here is an example of a template that I created. So, dear, let's say Rose, I hope this email finds you well. I'm reaching out to you today to share some exciting news. We've launched a crowdfunding campaign to support our business. As someone who has shown interest in our business before, I thought you might be interested in supporting our campaign. With your help, we can take our business to the next level and continue to deliver our mission of, and you can add that. We're offering a variety of rewards to our backers, including, you can feel free to share some rewards. Plus, by supporting our campaign, you'll be helping to make a difference in the lives of our customers and in the community. You can check out our campaign page here to learn more about our story, our business, and the rewards we're offering. Even if you're not able to contribute financially, we would be grateful if you could help us spread the word by sharing our campaign with your friends and family. Thank you so much for your consideration and support. Together, we can make our business vision a reality. So one of the things you can note from this is that the email templates tend to be a bit longer. With emails, you can pull off to add a bit more information. You wouldn't be able to do this if you were using WhatsApp. So you have the ability to kind of share a bit more information. You will see it leans towards a bit more professional. However, it still shares the same common information that every other template has, which is ideally sharing your link, notifying people rewards are available, and just encouraging them to also share with their friends and family. Because in order for you to tap into a bigger network, don't be afraid to ask people to feel free to share. And even if you see how the template has been created, it has been the text has been created in a way that you're not forcing them to share, but making giving them the option to consider to do so, which is a good opportunity for you to reach out to more people. So this is an example of an email template for those who may have maybe a newsletter with email addresses of people who subscribe to it. Okay. So again, we will share the document just to allow you to reference and see what you can take away from those templates. Zodidi, since you've launched your campaign, do you already have templates that you're using, or are you finding value in some of the ones that I've shared so far? Zodidi, I don't know if you're still with us. In case not, we can still reach out to you later. So next, we want to talk about campaign marketing. What are some of the tips on marketing your campaign? Number one is to start early. We encourage people to start marketing their campaign prior to launching them. And the reason is because you want to allow people to prepare themselves financially, and you also want to kind of build some interest and anticipation to the existing audience that you have. So it is important to start communicating early. We have shared a template of some of the things you can let people know in advance, and that would work well in notifying people that you do have a campaign that you're about to launch. Another way of marketing is leveraging your networks. Take advantage of the networks that you have, especially the ones who are close to you, who are your friends, your family, your colleagues, and people where you have a close relationship or connection with. And the reason as to why is because you can use them to share your campaign with other people that they may know. So take advantage of those close networks that you have and encourage them to share your campaign. It's a good way of marketing it to a larger crowd of individuals. Another thing that can help market your campaign is just having compelling content. If you look at some of really successful campaigns, you find that they have really created a story that allows people to really understand their journey in the business that they've launched, and also are able to see the vision that this person has. Show how passionate you are about your business. Share some of the struggles you've had and how you are able to overcome them, and share some of the goals that you really hope to achieve and the vision that you have for your business. If you're able to um, create your story in a compelling way, it really draws people in, and it really encourages people to want to be in this journey with you and just to support you and root for you and your business. And then another tip is choosing the right social media platform. Choose one that's most relevant to you and your target audience. So you find that depending on what industry you are or where you engage in the most would be your most ideal social media platform. I've seen majority of businesses work with Facebook because Facebook has a lot of features that allow businesses to thrive in terms of ads and marketing and just creating their content and selling their items as well. So Facebook could be a great platform, but at the end of the day, it also depends on you, your business, and your networks. You may have a good business platform on Facebook, but you also have networks within Twitter. So it is good to approach both platforms. So ask yourselves, what are some of the most used platforms that I use on a day-to-day basis, and create templates and content for those platforms. Next is also posting regularly. It is important for you to post as often as you can, share with people as often as you can, reach out to people as often as you can. You have to be consistent with your communication. You cannot communicate once and go silent. People will forget, and maybe people may not see the urgency in reaching out or supporting your campaign. So it's important for you to have a schedule and to reach out to as many people as possible. You can tell yourself that every day I will I'll call 5 people, I'll send out 5 WhatsApp messages, I will send out maybe 3 emails, and I will put a post every other day on social media. It's important to show people that, oh, I've reached this target so far, there's this to go, your support so far has been really helpful, let's continue pushing to reach the finish line or the target that you have. So it is important to update people, encourage people, and just allow them to learn something new about your business every other day. We do have social media calendars that we can share just to allow you to see what you can consider when it comes to posting on social media. Another tip is having a good pitch ready. It's important for you to practice your pitch. So prior to reaching out to people, you do realize that you will be sending out templates, but there are people that you will be talking to on phone. And you never know, sometimes you may find yourself in a situation where you come across a great opportunity, and it's an opportunity for you to pitch your campaign. So it's very important for you to make sure that you have a good pitch that you practice. Some of the things we've told people to do is just record yourself and watch yourself and see how you sound like pitching. about your campaign, or sometimes do it in front of a mirror. Other times, do it in front of a close relative or friend or colleague, just for them to give you feedback on whether your pitch is spot on or maybe some of the adjustments that you can make. So it's very important for you to create a good pitch. And it's also good practice because not only will you be pitching your campaign, you'll also be pitching your business. And as a business owner, I believe this is something that you do on a day-to-day basis when you continue to promote your campaign. So it's important for you to have a good pitch and make sure that you do practice your pitch. So again, when it comes to some of the things you can do to have consistent communication, you can have this checklist. Make 5 phone calls every day, send out 5 personalized messages every day. You can send out 5 emails every day. You can create one social media post a day, and you can ask a friend to share your campaign. So of course you can adjust this accordingly to your networks. You can consider to do maybe 3 phone calls instead of 5, or even 10 phone calls instead of 5. This is all up to you, but it is important to have the consistency of communicating to as many people as possible. Yeah, so that's kind of the end of my presentation. One of the things we would want you to do is, number one, create a communication template for you to use. Okay, e.g., consider different mediums. It could either be email, WhatsApp, or social media. Feel free to use the ones that we have shared and adjust them accordingly. Or our advice would be create one of your own that you believe sounds most like you and would be the best way to communicate, because you know your networks more than anyone, that would translate more with your networks. Another assignment we have for you is reach out to at least 5 networks and let them know in advance that you will be launching a crowdfunding campaign. Like we said, communication is important prior to your campaign and also after your campaign goes live. And prior is important to allow people to prepare themselves mentally and also financially in regards to supporting your campaign. So I don't know whether we have any questions. Maybe I can quickly ask, Charmaine, what's the progress so far what's the progress you've made so far with your campaign, and how's the experience so far?
Good day.
Good day, how are you?
I'm finding you. I've already only signed in. I haven't started everything as far because I've been sick, so I haven't done so much with my campaign.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
So I'm only now gonna start going back to the last video that we did, the previous one, then go
Yeah.
to this one. So I can start creating my campaign and also asking questions if I have any questions on the WhatsApp group.
Absolutely great. Yeah, the WhatsApp group is a great avenue for you to ask questions. Feel free to
Yeah.
ask any questions that you may have, and definitely the reference the presentation we did last time, just to guide you on how to create your campaign. And
Yeah.
sorry to hear that you're unwell, and I do hope you get well soon.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. Kutsiso, maybe you can quickly share the progress you've made so far with your campaign.
Yeah, good day.
Good day, how are you?
I'm wonderful, and all the people in the group.
Yeah.
Happy Africa Month, Happy Workers Month in Africa, in South Africa.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, hence I have started, though I did have some challenges there and there because of what you highlighted was my target was too high, and I didn't understand that first, but eventually I would say with your guidance, I mean, I have a clue what should I work on, what should I push, and I'm glad that some of the things, especially you have touched on in terms of communication, where you don't have to lose any touch with anyone, especially if it's your client. With the campaign, I have tried to do there and there, try to share with people, because some of the people they didn't understand. I had to try to explain what the campaign is all about. But one of the campaign, I just said feeding 100 communities, which is the more we campaign, the more we get the money, is the more will be advanced to buy the machinery so that we can hire more people in the community, because what we need is a skill development, and skill development it's one of the things that can change. But we are still new in this campaign, but we are learning, and I see the positivity of the campaign or of this group, because of some of the things I would say we ignored them, but now they come into reality. And then that's what I can say so far. But we highly appreciate the help, how to market what you are doing, because most of the time we are doing remarkable things, but for us going to people where we are afraid to go to the people, but whereas people who we must supposed to go to them are people who will help us. So I would say it's a game changer to me and to what I'm doing so far. But I'm most of all, we appreciate the help, the eye. You are the eye opener. So thank you.
Thank you. You've actually highlighted something which is quite important, and it's true. It's important for you to also understand what impact your business has to the community and communicating that. And I'll give an example. Here in Kenya, we did have a campaign of a lady who does beadwork, creating necklaces, belts, and many other accessories. And one of the things that she was inspired to do is to create job opportunities for women, because she felt like within her community, a lot of women struggled in terms of getting job opportunities. So what she did is that when she started her business and started gaining a lot of traction and a lot of attention and a lot of customers, she started hiring people, but specifically women. And it's just a way of supporting the community on creating job opportunities basically for women within the community. So another question that you should also ask yourself, it's also great to communicate in your campaign story and also when you're reaching out to people, is what are some of the positive things that your business does for the community? If it's either creating job opportunities for individuals, supporting, like there's so many ways and so many things that a business can do to give back to a community. It's a good question to ask yourself. And sometimes you also find that if you may not be aware, or maybe you may find that my business is not really giving back, what are some of the things you can consider to do in future to make sure that you're also giving back to the community, or what impact does your business have on the community as well? Has it created a goods and services that were completely not available within your community, and you have become the first person to launch a business within that sector? So it's important for you to ask yourself, what do I do? How do I give back to the community? Okay. Great. So what I would encourage you guys to do is, we only have 11 days before your campaigns are supposed to go live. That's the last day. So I would encourage you work on your content. Okay. We do have several AI platforms online that can help you create your story in case you're struggling with it. I will share it on email after this presentation. But other than that, are there any other questions that you may have before we end today's session? Okay, no worries. In case you do think of any other question, feel free to ask via email or also in the WhatsApp group as well. Thank you so much for attending today's session. Zodidi and Charmaine, I'm wishing the both of you a quick recovery, and I hope you do feel better soon. And do please enjoy the rest of the day.